Good morning from my second full day in Delhi. I've got a lot to do today, a lot to cram in, a lot of walking to be done, and a little bit of a late start. It's about 11:30 now. I wanted to be out earlier than this. Now, it's not as if I was out drinking all night in Delhi. Anyway, I've got about 6 things to go and see today. Hopefully I can get them all done today, but it does involve a hell of a lot of walking. And yeah, everything's going to take longer than Google Maps tells me it's going to, because it's just so bloody busy everywhere. Anyway, let's see what we can find today. Wow, look at this. That's a lot of curry. Oh, we've already found a massive bowl of curry. I've seen a none. Only been at a hotel 30 seconds. A couple of things I've spotted since I left the hotel are these whiskey and beer shops. I've spotted 2 already. I didn't see any of them yesterday. Over here we have the whiskey wine and beer shop. After just 1 full day, really, being in Delhi, the thing which is really apparent, having spent months in Bangkok, is yeah, I mean, people say Bangkok's a chaotic city. Bangkok's like Hebden Bloody Bridge compared to this place. Not many Western tourists here that I've seen. I do get stares of people as if like they've never really seen a Westerner before. But yeah, it's a mad place. You've always got to keep your eyes out, especially when you're vlogging. You know, holes in the path, rubbish, piss. And then you look up and you've got signs and wires and bloody, you've got everything at head level as well. Oh, it smells pretty good around here. One thing that does feel good about being in Delhi is I'm exploring again. In Bangkok, I was there so long and I'd done everything that I was just basically chilling out for 6 weeks. But now I've only got 5 days in Delhi. So if I want to go and see the things, I have to not be a lazy bugger. These people's houses. One of the reasons why I turned down the offer of a very generous tuk-tuk driver who was going to take me all over today for just £5 for the whole day is you miss everything on the way. I mean, God knows what street I'm on right now. There's a very nice temple just over here, which would have obviously driven straight past had I been in a tuk-tuk. Well, I've got to cross this big main road now, and the problem we have with main roads in Delhi is nobody stops, so you just got to just basically go for it. Hello, my friend. And the thing is about Delhi is it kind of has the worst of both worlds. All this week the temperature is over 40. Now 10-15 years ago it would be a talking point if the temperatures rose above 40, but now people talk only when the temperature rises above 50. When you're walking around you're thinking, is it really 43 degrees today? It doesn't actually feel too hot. It felt hotter in Bangkok, which was in the, you know, 32, 33 when I left. And one of the reasons is because of the smog. You can barely see 200 meters in front of you. And scientists have estimated that spending 1 day in Delhi is the equivalent to smoking 10 cigarettes. Now, I've only been here for 1 full day, and I can feel it. I'm looking forward to getting up to Rishikesh in the mountains to get some clean air more than anything. Imagine what that's doing to people who live here. There are now about 22 million people living in Delhi, and it's estimated that by about 2040 it will be 40 million. This is my first stop of the day. I'm okay, mate. I'm okay, thank you. Oh, this way, okay. I'm okay, mate, thank you.
Come back, sir.
No, I'm okay, thank you. Well, I had to leave my GoPro and my camera in the reception as I entered, but then there's another part to it, and you can take photos and stuff in here. This is like the lower part. It's actually a good shot of the temple. I don't think I've ever been in a place where there's many swastikas. So here, looks like used to be a fountain, maybe even a pool. I suppose I should tell you what it's called, really. This is the Sri Lakshmi Narayan Temple, Birla Mandir in brackets. So if you want to come and see it, that's what it's called. Well, this isn't actually my next stop. I'm not exactly sure what my next stop is. On my map it just says B. But I thought I'll come and take a look. This lovely old cathedral. It does kind of make me laugh when you hear stupid racists back in England saying this is a Christian country and there shouldn't be mosques or temples. You wouldn't get that in a Muslim country or a Hindi country, and you totally do. You go to any bloody country, you'll find a church. And Pope John Paul II himself actually visited the Sacred Heart Cathedral. Well, this is the official second thing that I wanted to see today, and this is the Gurudwara Sri Bangla Sahib, and it's a Sikh temple. Apparently there's a big golden dome in there and a pool which is reported to have healing properties. I've decided if anyone asks me to take my shoes off, I'm going to take them off and then just put them in my bag. When they can't, ask me for any more. Well, here it is then. There are signs as you come in saying that you're not allowed to talk or take selfies. Well, technically this is not a selfie, is it? So just over here is the pool, which has supposedly got healing properties. Now it's going to be bloody nice just stick my feet in there. My feet are in a bit of a mess, to be honest. It does say to not take any photos. It does say it's a holy religious site, not a selfie spot. So I am going to turn the camera off now. I'm going to dip my feet in here and then turn off the camera. Well, I've just been walking around this Sikh temple and I appear to have ended up in a free kind of soup kitchen. There's hundreds of people in here and I haven't eaten yet, and I'm going to get some free food. So this is awesome. This is amazing. I've already got some rice, some kind of roti, and I think this is like a lentil, like a dal. There's more coming, and some vegetable curry on its way. There's hundreds of people here. I nearly didn't come down here, I just came down here by accident. Well, who'd have thought that the best food I've had so far would be free food in a Sikh temple. I didn't even know this was happening. I just came down and the guy just welcomed me and said, come, come, come. And then I realised what was going on and sat down and yeah, wonderful food. Completely vegetarian. Maybe vegan, I don't know. But absolutely amazing. There's even more free food going on outside. It's like rice and like a chickpea curry. Incredible. Cheap day so far. I've not even had a coffee. In fact, I've spent absolutely nothing so far today. Well, what an amazing experience that was. And I very, very nearly didn't go down them stairs to where that big food place was. And yeah, great food. My advice, if you go there, and they will welcome all, don't wear your best clothes. Because they literally walk past and just slop it down on your tray. I don't have any best clothes, so. But yeah, amazing. And as I've just come out, some guy was giving away free poppadoms. I didn't know they were free. I thought it was selling them. So I'm like, no, I'm okay. And he like looked at me as if to say, why not? They're free. And I think they were. He was just handing them out. Free poppadoms. There we are. Okay, Delhi's starting to win me over a bit now. Now I've had some amazing free vegan food. Well, I'm absolutely buzzing now. You know, I've got a belly full of wonderful vegetarian food, free vegetarian food. And now I've even stopped off and got myself a lovely lemon blast rollie. 15 pence. Oh, beautiful. Well, the next stop on my tour of Delhi's historical sites is the India Gate, which was built to commemorate the 70,000 Indian soldiers who lost their lives fighting for the British in World War I. Can just about make it out through the smog. Just listen to that. Right in the heart of Delhi. Bloody hell. Peace. Well, I'm almost there at India Gate. It's literally 200 to 300 metres away. But I stopped to rest because I've actually found some shade. You don't get much of that in Delhi. So I'm just going to sit down here. It's just so peaceful and nice. It's cool. Bloody hell. My belly's full. It's starting to warm to me now. Starting to get there. I'm just making my way towards India Gate now. And all along this kind of walkway that goes down to the gate, there are signs up telling you all the improvements that they've made to this area, to the canals, and now there's an underpass so tourists don't have to go underneath, they don't have to cross the busy road. And I just saw a sign for a toilet. I thought, maybe the toilets are in good condition. So I just went in. Not only were they clean and in good condition and free, they were actually Western toilets as well. So that's all good. I'm okay, my friend. So that's that dealt with. And yeah, here we are at the India Gate. Also, I've just walked past a guy who asked me if I wanted my ears cleaning. Well, we're here then, and as you can imagine, there's quite a lot of tourists around. Apparently at the weekend this place gets 20,000 visitors. So all those Indian restaurants that you find back in England called India Gate, well, this is what they're named after. Alright, that's that done then. Doug's got the right idea. It's been about a 20-25 minute walk to my next destination, which I don't even know what it is. All I know is that there's no signpost for it, so I can't imagine it's much to look at, to be honest. Sit down here. This is what I'm looking for, the Ugrasen Baoli. I have no idea what that is. Bit of old street art here. Education is strength, future, freedom. There's a lot of street art around here. Here we are then, Ugrasen Baoli, and it's actually a stepwell. And no one knows who actually built it. It's thought that it was built by the legendary King Ugrasen in the 14th century. So let's go and have a look. Oh wow. I do remember seeing this actually on a vlog. It might have been a Dale Phillips one. I'm sure that he walked around it. There's no one doing that now. Don't think I'd like to be honest. And in fact, yeah, there are people watching. That's what that guy just whistled for. Somebody took a step too close. What a place. These tuk-tuk drivers just aren't taking no for an answer. No, it's all good. I'll walk. Huh? Hey, it's okay, it's fine. No, it's all good, man. I'll walk. Thank you. Right, thank you. It's hot. It is hot. Do you know what? Bangkok's hot tonight. Might not be in terms of degrees, but humidity. Bloody hell. There's no way I've been walking around like this for 5 hours in Bangkok. 5 minutes and I'm dripping in sweat. Not sweat at all. Much more comfortable. Piece of piss. Although, to be fair, they're not looking good. It's going to be Crocs and socks from now on, I think. See these squirrels? Seen hundreds of these as I've been walking. It's gone. Well, the Delhi traffic police don't mess about. Still here though. Look at what's that flying ahead of me? I just had a guy approach me as I was entering the subway, and he said, "Oh, your face, you have good karma." And he said, "Don't worry, I'm not after any money or anything." He's very complimentary about me, considering he didn't want any money. And yeah, he said he was going to tell me my mother's name and the name of the woman that's going to make me happy. So he gave me a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, and told me to hold it in my clenched fist really tight and to blow it and to say something like, "Good luck come, bad luck go." And then he asked for a number between 1 and 9, so I gave him 3. Then he asked how old I was. Then he asked my name. Then he asked me to blow my clenched fist again, and then to open it. And on the paper was my name, my age, and the number 3. And then he opened the book up and said, "Put that paper in there with some money and I'll tell you your mother's name." I already don't know my mother's name, so that seemed like a bit of a rip-off. So that's when I left. But bloody hell, maybe I should have stayed. Imagine how freaked out I would have been if he just said your mother's name is Baoli. He seemed pretty confident that he knew my mother's name. It's crazy, guys. Well, my penultimate stop today is a place called Jantar Mantar, which literally translates as instruments for measuring the harmony of the heavens. Maharaja Jai Singh of Jaipur built this observatory in 1724 after becoming frustrated at the existing astronomical instruments, which were too small to take correct measurements, and so he built these much larger and more accurate instruments. Unfortunately, accurate observations can no longer be made from any of these because we're now surrounded by tall buildings. It is interesting, this place. It's unusual, and it's, you know, it has obviously historic significance. It's been here for, you know, what, 250 years or something. But it was 300 rupees for me to get in here, about £3, which is, I don't mind paying, you know, it's like 25 pence for Indians. That's the end of the second day in Delhi. Now I'm heading back to my hostel. I was considering going for a beer, but I just can't be arsed. The bars are shit, and you be charged what they want when it comes to tax and service charge, so yeah, I can't be bothered. So I do need to get some food today, and then that'll be me done. Another early night. Bloody hell, I'll be healthy at this rate.